Welcome back to Score on Business, and remember, check out scorenashville.org. Our next guest, our returning by popular demand, is Alex Berta. And so Alex is, he works with the Network Solutions Group, or NSG. They provide end-to-end business technology solutions and support that empower clients to reach their goals. They emphasize providing exceptional client satisfaction every day for small, medium, and enterprise businesses throughout the Nashville area. And Alex is a preeminent cyber security expert, and we're glad to have you here.
Thank you.
Alex, one thing that I've understood is that people themselves need to do or not do things to, I'm not saying this right, they need to do or not do things to keep the company out of trouble.
Right. One of the things that I've noticed a lot, and I get asked this all the time, they're like, what should we do on our computer, whether we're at home or in the office and stuff? And I just have a few things, that can definitely help them out. One is, always run your Windows updates.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, definitely, because there's a reason Microsoft is putting out those patches, it's to fix things that have security issues.
Right.
Another thing is people with kids are like, how do I protect my kid from doing this or that on the internet? Well, there's some really great free software. It's called K9 Web Protection. You can go and you can set up policies where your kids can't view certain content. You can limit their internet to like an hour a day or 2 hours a day, and it will end at like 6 o'clock at night, stuff like that. So it's really good.
Yeah.
And another thing I tell people is personal Wi-Fi. You get on it, right? Or public Wi-Fi, out in town or whatever. A lot of people check their personal information on public Wi-Fi. I do not recommend it at all, because you never know who's listening on the other side. I've seen people where, they're in coffee shops or whatever, and they're like looking on Amazon, and they're like, oh, like a lady's like, I really need those shoes or whatever, and she'll order the shoes. Well, now there's no telling how many other people in that coffee shop have her credit card information or her username and password. So I always recommend waiting, to do your shopping or check your bank account or whatever until you're at home.
Right.
Or, use your cell phone service and not the Wi-Fi to do it.
Right.
And it's a lot more, secure to do it.
Okay, and then what about things not to do? And what I'm thinking there is, websites not to go to, emails not to open, that kind of stuff.
Right. So anytime you get an email that's asking you, like, say, fill out a survey of a company that you've never heard of, or like we've talked before with phishing, where they're like, so-and-so wants to be your friend on this, click this link, and it's something you've never heard of or never signed up for, don't go to it. Like I've said a couple times, use your gut. If it looks bad, it's probably bad. A lot of the websites that people are going to, we've seen them a lot for piracy websites, torrent websites where people are trying to download and stream stuff. These sites are full of, malicious code. They're just not worth going on.
So one is, if you're going to download, which no one should be doing, but going to the sites that download pirated material.
Right.
Okay.
Stay away from those. Stay away from free software sites, like where people are like, free antivirus or whatever, and then all of a sudden they see like a paid antivirus that's free. Stay away from that. There's a reason the cyber criminals are one step ahead of of the general user. It's because they've thought of all these tricks already.
Any other types of sites to?
Music sites, some social media sites, like lately right now, the Facebook color changer. Have you seen that? So everybody says, there's this app you can download and it will change the color of your Facebook page from like white and blue to whatever color you want. Well, it's really malware. Like the application that you're downloading on your computer is a piece of malware. I mean, granted, it might change the color of the Facebook page, but now
who
you're
knows what else it's doing.
Exactly. It's asking you to install it, and it's just not worth it at the end of the day.
Okay. Okay, so are there any other types of sites that are bad news?
We got sites. Oh man, that's a good question. So definitely any type of adult content. That's good. Good to stay off of. Free software, music software, movies. Anything that is offering something free that you normally pay for, just stay away from completely.
And then in the workplace, when people get email, and this would apply to people at home, but in the workplace, they get emails and it wants them to click on something and they don't know who it is, and they're not, or it may be someone, it may be a company they know.
Right. So at my company at NSG, when somebody receives like an email that has a link in it or something, and they're not sure about it, they'll contact us and we'll check it for them.
Right.
A lot of the times that we've seen, it's a valid email. We do a really good job, filtering emails so they're not getting spam and everything. And if it happens to be, malicious, we'll go ahead and block it for them, and they'll never have to worry about seeing that email again.
Okay, good. Well, with that, let's take a break. And we'll be right back. Remember, scorenashville.org.